Let's have some fun. The following is a Dungeons and Dragons podcast. Names, characters, businesses, places, and incidents are either products of the Dungeon Master's imagination or used in a fictitious manner. Any resemblances to actual persons living or dead or any actual events are purely coincidental, so sit back, relax, and enjoy this episode.
Hello, and welcome one, welcome all. Some of you might have came here by mistake, while others might be here on their own will. No matter. You will be put through a series of tests and trials, and by the end of which you will all have surely died.
My story was linked to one of the original council members, Robert Fatris. Action. You are at the gate. You see before you an army, thousands strong. Above the silken, golden, and purple hues of the Phaetonian sky, you see Gaia. And in front of you, surrounding you, is a terrifying army. Tens, if not hundreds of thousands of strong. You see the most terrifying beings known to humanity at this very moment. And above them, hanging in perilous balance, there is Gaia. You see the full force of the Society of the Weird and Terrifying, and they are ready for battle. Welcome to the battlefront, Wes. It's time we get moving. You three, we gotta get ourselves up that mountain. You three, you're on me.
The last time I did this, the world kind of ended.
They've got an anti-conjuration field going up and down that mountain. So once you guys clear it, Michael, send off a dispel so I can send some aid up to you guys if you need it. Just call for help. You're calling out for help? You see a rift open up. You see Cash kind of dash up ahead of Mammoth Wes. And with like a slow, fluid motion, you see his hand go out and the boulder it shoots off of his palm. It's chaos. You see pulling themselves up out of the ground about 24 earth elementals.
No, God!
You see the rune crack, and you see a rift appear next to you. And then you see something peculiar. You see hay flow out of this rift. Thanks for the heads up there, Calf.
Is there a magical barrier?
Well, there's definitely an illusion of some sort.
Let's call for help.
Reach out to the rift for help, and a small gnomish woman comes out. We've met before, yes? Between chaos and eternity, loss and abandon, this is where you will find the begetter and the path of salvation. Look to eternity, Wes. Revolution is nigh. The lost need found. But first, and she finishes tracing up your finger, you must find yourself in the sea of stars. I believe I've already given you your fortune. Well, let me give all of you this then. All of you have foresight for the next minute. I am sorry for your loss. And then there is a shift. A puff of green. You see the Game Master and Entropy. This has been fun, but unfortunately, I have other things to attend to. And you're standing in this chamber. It is stone walls, very plain.
It's the summer game.
Let's have some fun.
A new player has joined the game.
You see a bugbear sleeping in the far corner, and above you see a chandelier
We're in a
and
room?
a door on the far wall.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
It's the summer game.
Okay.
Cash is unconscious. Right now, the bugbear is sleeping. Cash is unconscious on the ground. And Wes, it is your turn.
I look around. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm gonna give my bean of healing to Cash.
Are you just kind of walking up to him?
Yeah.
Okay. The bugbear stirs because you weren't being stealthy.
Oh, well, I mean, I thought we were on the other side of the room. I thought he was right next to me.
Bugbear's all
No,
the way
Cash
over there.
is Cash. You were playing the range game. Cash is. Oh, another thing, actually, Wes. Your would they teleport with? Yeah, I'll say they teleport. Your items are with you. Your floating items.
Okay, good.
But yes, the bugbear stirs awake. And yeah. You go feel.
I look up at the bugbear as he stirs awake and say, I'm terribly sorry. I didn't mean to disturb you. I feel like this is a bit of a mistake for us to be here. I know I know sort of, but do I know anything about
I think we've
bugbears?
seen
I guess
one
I should
before,
ask,
actually, in game.
You have, I
yeah,
believe.
we've seen them before in game, and I know they're intelligent creatures, right? They're not just even. If they're
Make an Arcana check. Actually, this would be a nature check. It doesn't really matter.
10.
10? Yeah, I don't fucking know.
It's a bear, but
It's a bear. It's a bear, but it's also buggy. Goblinoid, you could tell that much.
All right, fine. Then can I use the rest of my turn to try and figure out where we've been sent?
Yeah. How are you doing that?
I guess Arcana would be what I'd be doing here.
Yeah. If you're just kind of checking, like just
Right.
kind of trying to put together how you were.
Like racking my brain.
Yeah, let me-
based on like what they've
Sorry,
done
let me,
before
Let me check the skills real quick and see if there's a better one that might apply. Because it might be history. Yes, actually for you, it'd be history.
Oh, well, that's way worse. 19, hell yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
You think back to that book you read on Outlanders. And this has only been reported once before because the others did not survive. And it was reported by that old lady. You are teleported in some sort of pocket dimension of the Outlanders.
Great.
All right.
Great.
Cash, you are awake, and it is your turn. Yep,
Okay, let
88
me
plus
make sure I have the
8.
20. Okay, all right. Okay.
You see an angry bugbear now stirring and getting himself up.
He is going to. He's gonna be like, hey. He's gonna get up. Hey, don't worry. Hey, it's okay. And he is gonna like get up real close to it, and he's gonna put a very comforting hand and use douse the flames of
Yep,
war. He
good
must
call.
make a wisdom saving throw.
All right. Wisdom saving throw. Not bugbear's specialty, but pretty good. 18.
Fuck!
Normally,
Now I'm really
rolled-
close to a
I rolled
bugbear.
natural 17. So, whoops.
Hey, it's okay.
It roars out at you.
I'm gonna try to use Emissary of Peace, but I have to be like, hey, no problem. We're not here to hurt you. It's all good.
Okay.
It's okay.
Because this is not.
Would this be animal handling or?
Yes.
or what?
Go
I
ahead
don't
and
know.
make a charisma check, persuasion check,
Okay.
with advantage because you're using your emissary of peace,
Emissary of Peace.
and you are, I'm assuming, doing this in good faith.
Yes, of course. Oh my gosh. That is. Aha! That's an unnatural 20.
Okay, you kind of like
Fair.
calm down, and you feel like your presence kind of taking on this creature. It doesn't seem to be working. It's not because it's not some kind of compulsion. You realize that whatever this thing is, it's not normal, and that's what I'll give you for that. So that'll be your action, bonus action. Wait, was actually the other thing might have been your bonus action?
That's
Emissary of Peace?
just.
Or not the
I mean,
other
that's just an action whenever you do to make charisma check. I didn't know we were still in
one.
initiative.
Yeah, you are.
Okay, so that is. I think those might have both been actions, so that's not going to work.
Okay.
I didn't know we were in initiative.
You're fine. I'll say that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, this thing is not doing anything. Julie, roll another d10 for me. You were still
Yay.
confused.
6.
6. Why are you in this place now? It doesn't make any sense.
I just don't get it.
I thought we were outside, and now we're inside.
and you spend your turn not doing anything.
Someone
Make a wisdom
threw
saving throw.
something at me. 9.
9. You're still so confused. All right. It's the bugbear's turn. This will be short. Yeah, it's just gonna make an attack on you, Cash.
Because I'm
'Cause
right,
you're right
there.
there.
That's cool.
14.
Miss.
You get 2 or 1 attacks. These things aren't very strong. Just gonna let you guys know that. I have the other stuff, but the bugbear, I was like, oh, they're just gonna take it out in one go. Guess not.
Thanks, O'Neill.
No, I mean it's whatever.
I was trying to be nice.
But yeah, with his Morning Star, that's a 14. That doesn't do it, and he only gets 1. So, yep, that's it. He just kind of swipes at you. You manage to duck out of the way quickly in the middle distance. Cash, it's your turn.
Is the dog here with me?
Yeah.
Pupper's gonna bite first.
Okay.
That's a natural 20. Jesus fucking Christ.
No need to even roll damage. That will kill him. You
Dog
see the dog
suplexes.
just kind of jump and then just tear vertically down this thing's chest, kind of like a piranha would down a thing of meat, just kind of gnashing and biting and tearing, and this thing goes, oh! And that is, yeah, the bugbear is gone. You see that door on the other end of the hall just open.
I look around and I say, all right, I don't know what the fuck's going on with Julie, but Cash, we're in some sort of pocket dimension.
Like a bag of holding?
Sort of. Right. Forgot that you, so yeah, actually think of it like the bag of holding, except in this bag of holding is this trial that we sort of know about from that old lady that knows Julie.
We didn't talk to her about this.
Yeah,
No, he read a book.
I read a book.
Oh.
It was dictated in one of Llama's books.
Huh. So what does the trial entail?
That you have no idea.
I'm not sure. It looks to me like we have to fight through rooms.
Jesus. Are there any windows?
No, they're not.
It's a cave. Look, Shit.
Okay.
I vaguely remember.
I mean, we have to get back
SWAT
to the mountain.
showed up at the very end. I think we just kind of need to go through it real fast. Like, if it's all just like this bugbear here, then like we can cruise through this. I think it was only a few rooms.
We're really gonna. They need us up there.
Yeah, but that's the only way we can get out of here. It's a dimension. I don't have anything that can bounce us out of this dimension.
Okay.
I grab Julie by the wrist and I like kind of pull her
What?
confused ass along. Does she get a wisdom saving
Yeah.
throw?
Julie, go ahead and make another wisdom saving throw.
Thank you.
Actually, roll a d10 first, just in
Oh
case.
no.
Can she use
9.
her inspiration?
9. You rolled a 9.
9.
Yeah. You see Julie as you kind of grab her. Her mind clears and she kind of walks with you.
Make a wisdom saving throw though. she still gets
Yeah,
to make
and then
one.
make your wisdom saving throw. Yeah.
Hold on 1 sec.
Because I already used this spell very briefly.
It's a 21.
21. Okay. This time you manage to. Yeah. This time as you clear your mind, it clears completely, and you are like, "Holy shit! What just happened? Where are we?" Like,
Okay.
How'd we get here?
Short version, the Game Master sent us to a pocket dimension that seems to be some sort of trial rooms, and we kind of have to fight our way out, and this is where that old lady that you keep talking to was.
She broke out of the prison, I assume.
I mean, well,
I wouldn't be surprised if we run into her.
I mean, she's not here. This isn't like her homeland or anything. This is just like where
it
SWAT
might be.
found her.
Did you ask her?
No.
Do you guys continue into the next room?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. As you do, you see 6 pods crack open above you, and there's a giant pool of water in the middle of this. And coming out of them, you see gremlins, and they all plunge into the water.
Great.
Right now, there are 6.
The 6 plunged into the water?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Shotgun all of them.
Okay, you can hit 3 of them at the most.
Oh my
but,
god, how
yeah.
big is the pool?
The pool is 20 by 20.
Okay.
Big pool of water. Takes up most of this room.
Wait, question. Do I even have the shotgun? Because it was on the thing.
Actually, the shotgun,
Because it was on
because
the
you
focus
moved
fire.
away from it. Yeah. It's not with you. Yeah.
Okay, then I have to do the revolver. That's okay.
Yeah.
That is a 21,
It's
a 24, and a crit.
all of them hit,
Nice.
and go ahead and roll damage.
13.
Dead.
9.
Dead. Oh no, sorry, 9 alive.
I'm gonna move on to a different one anyway.
Okay.
29.
29 dead. Obliterated, demolished, destroyed, and gone forever.
Never
Do
to
I
be
still
seen
have
again.
my
You
animate
undo them.
object pit? Do I still have my animated objects with me?
Yes, technically. Yes. They would
Okay,
count
then
as
I'm
your
gonna have.
magical items.
So there's 4 left. I'm gonna have 2 of them attack.
Well, after Julie's turn, actually, you see them double.
Well, Cash and I didn't get a turn.
Yeah, no. Just after Julie's turn, they double.
So now there's 8.
Okay,
Now there
then
are,
I'll-
yes, there are 8.
Okay, then I'm going to attack 5 of them with 2 apiece.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
First one, natural 20.
Okay.
17.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll for that one just to keep track of it right now. So this guy, 10, 20, it's like 18 points of damage, dead, I assume. Next one's 12.
12? Oh, sorry, 12 does not hit.
Okay, 22 hits.
Hits. Yep. How much damage does he do?
5.
Okay. Still alive.
Natural 1 on the next one, and a 14.
Okay.
So that one takes 8 points of damage.
Still
The
alive?
next 2 definitely hit. That's I rolled a 14 and a 16. Both those are +8. So
Okay. Yep. Those
the
both
next
just
one,
kill it. You don't need
Yeah,
to roll for
kills
that.
it. I don't even need to roll. The minimum damage
that-
kills it, I assume.
Yep,
And then a
last
15
one.
and a natural 20 and another natural
Okay.
20.
That one is dead as well.
Yeah.
So you have killed. You killed 2 of them,
3 of them.
and damaged.
3 of them. My natural
kill
20 to start killed one of them, and then I
Okay,
just
yes, that's
did
right, that's right.
twice. So 3 of them, and then damaged 2 of them.
And then yes. Okay. So they are. Yes. Okay.
Shit.
At the end
that
of your
means
turn,
they're gonna get
they
bigger. There's more of them.
Double. Cash. What are you doing?
How are they multiplying? Are they just like
They are splitting off
virus
of
is
one of
splitting
it.
apart?
Yep. One another.
No, they didn't multiply right then.
They did.
They did? They
Yeah.
multiply after each
They
one of
multiply
us
after
goes?
each turn. Yeah.
Wait, each turn?
Yep.
But they just multiplied after a round, not a turn.
Yeah.
Or what?
For the summer game.
Oh my god, I hate you.
Listen, it's been a couple years. What are you doing, Cash?
I wish I had anything that could just fry these motherfuckers in the water.
might.
What do you mean? I'm not gonna waste that on this.
All right.
I'm not. No, absolutely not. I'm
Okay.
saving that for final boss shit. I'm getting in the water.
Okay.
Oh
All right.
God.
This is
I'm not like swimming, but I'm gonna like wade into the water a little
The
bit.
water
see
is
if I
5
can
feet deep.
multiply.
so
Oh,
it is up to
okay.
your chest or up to your
so
neck.
it's a straight drop.
Yep.
There's no wading in.
Nope.
That's fucking stupid. Why have I done this?
I don't know.
This is dumb. I'm gonna take the disengage action and I'm gonna swim, see if I can find an exit.
Okay. I mean, you could see a
could've
clear
walked
exit on the other
around.
side of the room. On the other side of the room is the door.
Wait. So just on the other side of the lake?
Yeah.
Let me just lay out the room again one more time.
Fuck! I didn't understand.
There's a 20 by 20 foot of water in the middle, 5 feet deep, just sheer drop. On the far wall, this is actually something I didn't describe. On the far wall, there's like this lever you can pull, and there's the door.
I wish Nelson was here. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna start swimming.
Okay. You
With
make it.
disengage.
Yeah, you make it all the way across the pool.
Up,
and
here we go. Up we go.
up and out, and you're at the door.
Can I pull that lever?
Oh, you want to pull the lever?
Yeah.
Roll a d6 for me.
Jesus, fuck.
We can't fucking tell him what it does, and we also wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know.
3?
3. The sprinklers
No!
above you turn on, and the
Wait, where the fuck are we?
there is a loud kind of laughing sound, and all of these creatures begin pulling themselves out of the water towards you guys. It is now their turn. There are
20 of them. There were 10 of them. It's the end of Cash's turn.
20.
So there's 20 of
Yep,
them.
there's 20 of them, and that's just enough for 5 apiece.
I'm so beyond confused right now.
If
Like,
you were
I
a real
feel like
fan, you would
Julie.
know. No. Cash against you. That is a
Don't
6.
make me metagame.
That is a 17.
Hit.
Unnatural 20.
Hit.
7.
Miss.
And then the other 2 hit. So you're gonna take
Okay.
4. You take you take 17 points of slashing damage as these things
In
just kind of
some
break their
circles.
claws against you.
It's not good.
Wes,
Yep.
5 against you.
Me.
Oh boy, these are good rolls. Unnatural 20.
Yeah.
18.
Yep.
23.
Oh, yeah. That's a foreshadowing,
8.
Olivia. No, not on the 8.
And 17.
Yep.
You take 17 points of slashing damage as well. And Julie. Oh, these are terrible rolls.
Wes is in bad shape, by the way. Everyone who's listening, and just Olivia and Jesse.
14.
No.
13.
No.
20 something.
Yes.
And then the rest of them are 20 and above. So you take 3 of these. You take 12 points of slashing damage. That'll end their turn. And because the sprinklers are on, and they are all out of the pool.
I'm sorry, is that 40 now?
There are 40 of them now. And they are now kind of lining the walls and just everywhere around you now. A couple of them hop back into the pool. But hot damn, there are a lot of them now. That'll be their turn. Wes, you're up.
You need to
I
use
grab
the biggest
Julie.
spell.
I mean, I don't really have the biggest spell. I have another wall of fire. How many could I catch in a thunderstep?
Around you now?
Yeah, because I mean there were a ton around me.
Yeah.
Like what,
probably
20 of them?
20 of them, yeah.
All right, then make a con
Wait,
save.
what's the range on 20? What's the range on Thunderstep? Is it 10 feet?
Yeah, 10 feet.
Okay, so you'd be able to catch like 15 of them.
Yeah, sure. Fuck it.
Okay, I gotta roll 15d20. I'm just gonna say, you know what? I'm just gonna roll.
Don't bother. I
2d20
rolled
and
over
roll
20, so all of them took at least 10 damage.
Okay, cool. That simplifies it for me. You see 15 of them just kind of explode in a puff of gore and dust.
Yeah,
There are now
where-
25.
Where are you teleporting?
to across where Cash is.
Who is furthest? Because Cash is kind of cornered in the wall. Who is in front?
Julie, probably.
I'm like by
Okay.
the other end of the door, right?
Well, no, I teleported
Wes
with you.
teleported you.
Oh, thanks, mate.
So you guys are all kind of like in this corner as these creatures double again.
Now you have 50.
Yippity yipperoo.
It's
Yippity yipperoo.
Not looking good, and it's starting to get a little crowded in here. Not gonna lie, Cass, your turn.
Start pulling the
I'm
lever.
going
Wait,
to
did I have a turn?
push the lever up.
I don't think. I
You
think.
gotta push the lever
Wait,
up.
did we skip my turn?
Did you not? Okay, yeah, Julie, go ahead and go ahead and do what you're gonna do.
I want to throw one of my beans.
Shit. Okay, this could get bad or good. We'll find out. Roll 2d10 for me.
You know it's gonna get weird.
Yep. You're throwing it at a group, I'm assuming.
Yeah, 6, 3,
Okay.
6.
36. Okay, that's something, I guess. You see, they have to make a dexterity saving throw. How many? 5d4. Okay. Okay, that's 11. So I'll say you just kill 7 of them with this bean explosion.
Okay, so I'm gonna throw another bean.
Okay. Oh, with that bean, you just see a campfire with like blue flames just kind of appear.
Nice.
Okay, roll another 2d10.
9, 5.
95.
Ent.
This time you see like a pyramid just kind of beginning to form at the bottom of the ground where you threw this one. And you kill another, 15 to... I'll say 15. You kill 15 in total with those 2 bean throws.
Okay, so now we're at 35. Let's throw the final bean.
Okay, I want you to know that these can get very bad.
Okay.
Okay.
90.
90. Okay. And then you see a nest of eggs kind of appear.
Great.
I'll say in total you killed 20. So there are 30 left.
Okay, now
At
there's
the end of
60.
their turn, there are 60.
But look, the past two times we've only had an increase of 10, so that's not awful.
Nope, but it's about to be. Cash, roll a d6 for me.
Hey, turn off the sprinkler, please. That's a 6.
That's a 6. Okay.
Yeah.
You flip the lever up, and you feel like a surge of energy kind of come out of you. And you see all the kind of creatures that were lining the walls of it. I'll say there's 60 in total. I'll say 40 of them. The lights turn on above you, like blazingly bright lights, and they all just turn into dust.
So now there are
What
20.
the fuck?
And now there are 20.
Is the door unlocked?
No, because there are still 20 of those little guys in the pool itself.
Can I walk through the goddamn door? I don't want to be in this room anymore.
No, you have to
Okay,
kill
you
it.
tug at the door.
I
Doesn't
have
do
to
anything.
kill everything?
I think so.
Nah. Well, would that have been my action to
I'll
crank
say
that
bonus
bad boy
action. Actually, well, it would be use item technically, so yeah, that would have been your action.
up? Well, yeah. Oh, can I try to start pulling them out of the water?
But you're by the lever.
Okay.
Why? I'm not gonna hit the lever again.
You can't. Grappling is an attack action.
But not if I have the stance of the tiger, in which grapple is a bonus action.
Okay, I'll say you can grab one of them. Sure, and I won't even roll for it. You just do. There's no way these guys beat your grapple. Yeah, you pull one out and it kind of turns into dust in your hands. Now there's 19. Really gonna make
Nice.
me not have solid numbers here.
Yeah, fuck
18.
you.
Wes. Oh no, sorry, not
don't
Wes. You already used your turn. It's
much.
Julie's turn.
It's their turn, technically, actually. Shouldn't it be? Oh, no, it is Julie's turn.
I would
What
like
are you
to. I can't do much more than just shoot 3 of them, to be honest. 14, 19, 21.
14, 19, 21.
Yeah.
Those all hit.
Okay, 14,
Okay. Dead.
10,
Dead.
8.
Dead. Not dead.
Yep.
For the sake of this, I'm just gonna say it's dead because I want odd, even numbers.
Yeah,
You
so
kill
now
him.
we have 35. No, 36.
I have
36.
70. And
Jesus Cristo.
there's- All right, five each again. So 20 in total are going to come out of the water
Ay,
and
Dios mío.
attack you guys.
Turn to dust.
They do turn to dust after their attacks on you.
Ugh.
So Cash 10,
Miss.
21,
Yeah.
17,
Yeah.
19,
Yeah.
and 8.
No.
So you take 13 points of slashing damage.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
You down?
No. I'm very, very close though.
What's the dog doing?
Wes,
I keep forgetting the dog.
that's a natural 20 on the first one.
Well, it's been nice knowing you guys. This was fun.
7, 14, 11, and 22. So only the natural 20 and the 22 hit. The natural 20, let's see if it's
Can't you
bad.
use like
It's
shield
not
or
terrible.
something?
So you take 12 points of slashing
I'm down.
damage, Wes. Wes is down. If Cass would have just used the fireball.
Fuck you. No.
Oh my
Or Wes would
god,
have used the fireball. All right, and Julie, the 5 on you.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
So,
The
Olivia, how
highest is
close are you
16.
to that new campaign being done?
The highest is 16.
the highest is a 16. Yeah,
I can start
No.
tomorrow.
none of them hit.
Nope.
All right, none of them managed to strike Julie.
God.
And they all
You're
turned
low.
to dust.
So 15 came out of the water, right?
20.
I
All
thought you
of them
said
came out of
5
the
each
water?
of us.
Huh? 5 to each of you.
Including the
Oh,
dog.
including the dog. Yeah, I forgot to roll for the dog.
Thanks.
Now
Thanks,
there's
Julie,
Just
for
been
reminding
doing
me.
nothing because I keep forgetting the dog.
11. No,
Miss.
sorry, 10, 15,
Miss.
11,
Hit,
and 19.
miss.
So only 2 of them hit.
Hit, yeah.
9 points of slashing damage.
Lucky dog. Okay.
Top of the round, Wes.
He's down.
I'm down.
Death saving throw.
That's a 2.
1 failure.
Oh, my boy.
Maybe this will be a TVK after all.
Bastard. Okay. Okay, this is how it's going to work.
Remember when O'Neill was like,
Okay.
we only have like 2 or 3 hours left
Yeah.
of the...
Yeah, didn't expect this to go this long. I expected you guys to actually blow through this stuff. Cash, you're up.
Okay. Okay, Okay, I'm gonna give Wes 10 points from my healing pool. And then,
you're back up.
I am going to... And then the dog is going to do... Oh, he has one more of these. Lick wounds on Cash.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so that's one.
Thanks.
Oh, thank God. 7 plus 6. 13. Y'all, this isn't good. This is what some might call bad.
Sure is. What is Cash doing?
That's it.
No, that was Suwon's turn. What's Cash doing?
Cash did the heal
Oh,
on
the
Wes.
heal? Okay. You still have your action?
Oh, wait, how much did I take? How much did I
10.
heal? 10.
And that's what I can. That's what I can offer at this trying time.
You still have the lever behind you, technically.
Don't pull it. Don't do it.
Don't touch the lever. I opened the door.
Door's
The door does
clocked.
not budge. You've already
The
tried
door
it.
is
The door is
locked?
locked.
Yeah.
You have tried it many times now.
Well, there's no gremlins left.
What
so
do you mean? There's
There are
140.
gremlins. There's
There's
Are
like
there gremlins?
There's
140 of them.
140.
They're all in the water. When they get out of the water, they immediately die.
I switch to the stance of the dragon,
okay.
and I spend the rest of my key points
Okay.
to cast Fireball at 5th level.
No need to roll for it. The water, you see Cash kind of turn, his stance shifting. You see him flexing his muscles, and you feel like a heat kind of beginning to emanate off of Cash. And you see his muscles bulging and his form shifting, and you see a giant mote of flame just kind of come off of him. And it not only destroys everything in it, it evaporates all the water inside of the pool.
Jesus
And I
Christ.
just want everyone to know that would have been 48 damage. So,
I'm glad you used
okay.
it on those gremlins.
yeah, I'm really mad about it, but I really want to be fucking done with this room.
All of you make Constitution saving throws.
Oh my god.
Natural 20, suck my penis.
Okay.
12.
You have your D10 inspiration.
8.
Sure, fuck it. I forgot I had that.
I'll use it too.
12, 18.
18.
13.
13. That's 13 was just it because you rolled a. Yep. You all feel the room kind of quake and shake, and you are jettisoned almost out of this room.
Yippee.
And you are now in this kind of cave area. And standing in front of this opening of this cave, you see a small, but big for its size, rodent.
His name is non-copyrighted mouse creature. If you'll
Michael Mouse was his actual name.
And where's the dog?
The
Yeah,
dog
the
is with
dog.
you as well.
No, I mean
That's a
the
ratter,
upright
baby.
dog.
No, just this rodent creature. He is leaning on this kind of long sword, and he is just staring at you. And he says, "Hello there. What can I do for you all?"
Can I
Please.
shoot it?
You're gonna shoot it?
wait, I say, wait, Julie, he doesn't seem like an asshole.
Okay, fine.
He is just leaning there. He goes, What do I owe this pleasure here?
Can we just go? I'm
We're just
so
passing
done.
through.
I'm so done with this. I'm
Sorry,
so done with
can't
all
let
of
you
this.
Why not? What's up? What's the deal? How do we get through?
This is the gate here, and unfortunately, we're not allowed any Outlanders in.
We're not
Yeah,
Outlanders.
I mean, well, I am. You can let them go, though.
What do you mean? Hey, whoa, what?
Have I?
You know
Wait,
this.
did I not
Cash-
tell you who
no,
my dad was?
knows
Cash,
this.
you know this. Cash knows this.
I don't think he knows this.
No, we don't.
Cash knows that my dad was an Outlander.
he?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, you're not. Okay.
Do you have any proof?
That I'm not an Outlander?
Yeah.
Do Outlanders bleed? I don't even know.
You read a book about Outlanders.
Do Outlanders bleed? That's my
make
question.
Make an Arcana check.
19.
19. You know that just by blood test, you can usually tell whether a person's an Outlander or.
Like a blood
Human.
Go
test in a
prick your
vial,
fingers for
or...
him and then get out of here.
I'm already bleeding. I've taken damage.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Look at them.
Yeah, we're all bleeding.
I'm also bleeding. Yes.
He walks up to you, goes, "All right, I'm just gonna examine you. No funny moves now." And he walks over to you, Julie. Do you let him examine one of your wounds?
Yeah.
He takes a bit of blood on this kind of rat-like claw,
Ew.
and he kind of smudges it in his fingers. He says a couple of words, and it flashes. He says, "All right, yep, you're good to go."
Oh man, I've actually been wondering if Julie's an Outlander.
And so has a lot of our audience.
Oh, good.
He walks up to you next, Cash.
Yep.
Takes the blood, says a couple words, flash. He says, "All right, yep, you're good to go as well."
As he approaches Wes, I'm gonna I'm ready to punch him in the head if this doesn't go well for Wes.
Okay.
As he
But I'm
walks
ready-
up, West goes, "Look, you can test me. I'm probably gonna fail, but could you let them go first?"
He takes a moment and kind of examines you guys and says a couple of words, and you see his eyes flash. He says, "Yeah, you all go ahead there."
Okay.
Wes, I don't think we should go without you.
I'll be fine. I mean, shit. Are you gonna fight this guy if I'm not allowed through?
Can we?
Who said anything about fighting? Just so the freaking rat can't see me. Okay,
Can I ask?
Can we just do the blood
I wanna
test and
ask
get
the
out of
rat,
here?
How much? What percentage of Outlander heritage would qualify?
I don't know what that means necessarily.
Like
but,
maybe
Test the
like
blood.
what if his
test
great
the
great
goddamn
grandparent
blood.
was an Outlander?
Fucking just test me, damn it.
he takes your blood and begins examining it. And he says a couple of arcane words, and I need you to roll luck.
Oh boy. Do I get my... Oh, I don't get my +1 because I've already used it. That's a fat 3, my dude.
I'm so scared.
3. Okay.
This is a nightmare.
You can still succeed in this, but there will be a heavy cost.
How heavy?
I can't say.
Can I roll luck again to see how heavy?
Nope, that's not how that works.
Alright.
If I punch this rat in the
How
head,
long
it's
have we
gonna
been
end
talking to
poorly.
it?
I'd say, but by your guys' grumbling and then him testing you, a minute.
Okay, thanks.
Are you trying to spec him?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. What do you want to know?
Is his health higher than 43?
Yes.
Okay. Is his armor? I think I can do armor class, right?
Yep.
Higher than 17.
Yes.
No.
Shit, Wes doesn't know that, though, that this guy is chonky.
Yeah,
Shit,
I
O'Neill,
only
don't
get
make
2.
me make difficult decisions. What is this, D&D? Do I want to take the question? I'm just debating whether I want to take that complication. Last time I did it, it gave me. Last time I took a complication, I poisoned myself, and that was considered a good thing. Fuck it, I'll take the complication.
Okay. He takes your blood and his fingers, and he kind of presses it together, and there's like a weird kind of series of sparks that kind of happen, and he kind of looks at it quizzically, and then looks at you, and goes, "Huh, all right. Yeah, you're good to go." And he kind of ushers you along.
Sick.
And you all walk into this light. And as you do, gravity changes and you are thrust out of this area. And you look around you. Couple of things. One, you're not on the mountain anymore. In fact, the mountain is towering high above. Two, you see Michael at the top of the mountain doing battle with these outlanders that you were fighting before. And the two of them work together and begin thrusting Michael back, and his runes and sigils begin kind of faltering, and he is pushed back off the side, off to like a sheer cliff edge right above you. And you realize that like you're right behind William, and he's channeling whatever you just came out of. And as you pull yourselves out, you are thrust back, and you look around you, and there is darkness filling the skies. And Michael is tossed off the side of the cliff.
Oh my god.
And you actually look up and you see
Featherfall?
3 dark figures.
Shit.
And Michael plummets and falls, but then his descent slows. He's a super powerful wizard. Of course he has Featherfall. And his descent slows, and he eventually falls down next to you all. And he says, "Damn it. Fuck, there was more of them."
Should we go back and get Michael Mouse, guys?
Actually, as you kind of look at him, you see he has like seared bits of flesh and clothing, either burned or disintegrated off of him. And he says, "All right, we need to be. We got to start making our way back up there." All of you make a perception check.
5.
9.
18.
18. Okay, Cash, you see this. You see Michael's attention kind of stop and turn towards the mountain. And Cash, you kind of pick up where he's looking. And among the chaos raging, you see a single lone figure making their way up the mountain. Slowly but steadily taking a step and then another. And every strike or attack that comes their way, they seem to dip or duck or dodge with just enough persuasion to evade without losing any momentum forward. And he crosses wherever they cross some of the same path you guys fought through. And they begin to dip and duck and dive slowly but surely, slow and steady. And Cash, you can see who this person is, just barely. You see the Chair of Divination, also known as Paw Paw, beginning to slowly make his way up the mountain path. You see Ashaldaron take notice and let loose a fiery blast, which you then see the old man jump vertically 15 feet up in the air to avoid.
That's impressive.
This distraction is just enough for the wizards, warlocks, sorcerers, and other types of casters to get the upper hand on Ashaldaron. He begins to fall, and you see Ashaldaron falling out of the air. He frantically pulls out a gem on his ring, and his body compresses and then is just gone. And you see Papa continuing to dip, duck, dive, and dodge past this group of now darkened figures, and they actually hit each other, and they begin striking each other, and they are confused. And he marches right up to the former Chair of Enchantment, William. You can see him now, even though he is so far away, and the look of fear across his face. Cash, you can see it. He is shaking, and his arms stretch out. "No!" You guys hear down the mountainside, roaring. Everybody's forces stop. "No! No! No! Die! Die! Die!" And his voice booms down the mountain in a thunderous force. You see Paw Paw stumble. He takes a step back, and then another. And then with a quick switch of his feet, pedal forward down, and the two go plunging over the side of the cliff, flying about 10 feet into this column of darkness. And you see that darkness get sucked down into the gate which you all just exited. I need you all to make a dexterity save.
Michael 20.
24.
19.
You all manage to dodge out of the way as there is an explosion of just darkness that envelops you and threatens to pull you into it. A cataclysmic force of chaos, but you all manage to avoid it. And silence takes the battlefield. You see the leagues of fey creatures and dwarves putting down their arms and gathering towards the center where Elfame stands above them. You see the dwarven figures specifically kneel down in a universal sign of mercy and defeat. And you hear uproars of cheers beginning all around you. But then you hear a thunderous crack, and you look up. Above you, you see Gaia, Earth, and the biggest damn meteor you've ever seen in your life falling straight towards you. What do you all do?
I would like to phone a friend. I would like to phone the Phoenix, please.
Okay. You call out for help, and a rift opens up in front of you all. And standing out there, you see Amber. She looks worse for wear, but still in this emblazoned form. And she reaches out a hand for all of you.
I'll take it.
You take her hand, and I'm assuming the rest of you follow?
Yes. Scoop that dog.
Yeah. You all follow
that dog.
through this rift in space and time, and you all jump back. And you are back where you began this fight, back at that destroyed gate that led you here. And you see all of the council now centralized back in this position, and they are all
the
looking
council
up,
minus the traitors.
minus the traitors and Pawpaw
And do we see the invisible guy
and
or no?
Beesbos. Actually, you do actually see Mr. AZ. He's taken quite a hit.
Oh boy.
He's standing there with a trumpet and a guitar, both at his
no.
sides. His fedora is slightly ripped.
No. The source of his power.
God, source of his power.
They are all staring up at Gaia. And you can see it. It is descending. Michael puts a hand on your shoulder, Wes, and he goes, well,
We had a good run.
It's been real.
he says, Wes, I've wanted you to have this, but I was afraid it might destroy you, so please be careful. And you have another memory. This one it doesn't feel like a vial shattering so much as just a lapse in your mind resetting itself. And you're sitting in Michael's office. You're in trouble again for causing some unknown mayhem in your magic class. And you're sitting in his chair and he goes, what is, Wes, what do you want? I know that's a weird question to ask someone your such young age, but do you ever have dreams? He's kind of talking to you, but he's not paying attention to you. He's kind of talking almost rhetorically.
Adults do.
Yeah, that awful thing adults do. Says the adult. What?
If you could have anything in the world right now, what would you want?
Chocolate ice cream.
And it is there. And it's not just there, it's all around you. You look out the window and it's raining from the sky. And he kind of looks at you quizzically and says, what do you... What? Roll 2d10.
Liddy. 87.
87. You begin to float up. And you are flying
You
out
are
of his
one
hands.
with the chocolate ice cream.
And you are just kind of floating there without any ability to get down, and you're kind of freaked out by this. And roll 2 more d10 for me.
78.
78. And then you feel your mind kind of seize, and you feel your brain kind of, it hurts, and it hurts really bad. And roll 2 more d10 for me.
29.
And then you see just a puff of bats appear around you and begin biting and chewing and destroying the office. And Michael goes, Wes, what is going on? Are you trying to channel anything?
I don't know.
Roll 2 more d10.
Oh my god. 71.
71. And then there's like this cocoon that kind of forms around you. And you can't breathe and you can't think, and Michael goes, Wes, stop it right now, but you can't even respond. You can't. And suddenly there's a flash, and you're broken out of the shell. Everything around you kind of begins to settle down.
The shell was that stuff you pour on ice cream that makes like chocolate shell on top.
And he goes, Wes, oh no. And he puts a hand on your head, and you're back to the present time. He says, Wes, you have amazing power, and you can call upon these powers more so than any of us. Could destroy you. But we need all the power we can get right now. And he says, Garcia, on me. Wes, you too. Everyone else, keep the peace.
Who was he referring to when he said Garcia?
Garcia is, I wrote it down, even, is Conjuration Ethan.
He marches you up towards the mountain, and then you see the Conjuration chair says, now, just, I'll take us there. And he snaps his fingers, and you guys appear at the peak of the mountain.
You absolute jerk!
Well, remember that he said that there was...
We unlocked fast travel. No. We unlocked fast travel.
Yeah, exactly.
It's okay.
There was anti-conjuration boards. But,
am I not at the... Am I still at, like, the base of the mountain?
Yeah, you guys are kind of...
okay, I am struggling.
Okay.
I'm, like, trying to go after them.
Amber puts a hand on your shoulder and goes...
No, you know how this ends!
You see tears welling up in her eyes, but they are bouts of flames, and she goes, I know, and I know how this is going to end too, but we can't go after them.
Wait, what's happening?
He's gonna kill himself, Cash.
Wait! No! Wait!
Wes, you're at the peak of this mountain, and it is a sight to behold. You see thousands below you, and you actually get a clear view. It's getting late in Phaeton. The moon's beginning to rise on the horizon, and it's beautiful. And you look up and you see Earth descending quicker now. And Michael goes, Ethan, remember the protocol? Michael says, Wes, we're going to need your power for this.
Michael, I can't do this.
Yes, you can, Wes.
I can't do this. I saw what happened. I know what's gonna happen. I can't do this.
He turns from looking at you, and he says, you are just the battery we're going to be pulling from. You will be more or less unaffected. But it's our time. And Ethan goes, Michael, this'll... You know what this'll do to you. And this will kill you, and it'll probably kill me. And Michael goes, I know.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
We're back down at the base of the mountain. Julie.
Amber, you have to take me up there.
Even if I did, we wouldn't be there in time.
No, he can't do this.
It's either that or the entire everything.
He's my friend.
She picks you up and you guys begin flying towards the top of the mountain.
Wait!
What are you doing?
The world's gonna end. What?
If the world's gonna end, Cash is gonna fuck.
Kumi.
You know what? I am gonna look for Kumi. Fuck you guys.
Kumi is actually kind of bounding out of the crowd around you, and she says, "What, Cash? What happened?"
I didn't mean to leave you. Sorry, Olivia. I didn't think it would actually.
Michael and Ethan took Wes up to the top of the mountain. I don't know what they're. Someone's gonna die.
Well, let's not just stand there. Let's go. And you two also begin bounding up the side of the mountain. You feel this
Cash,
kind of
so he has absurd speed.
Yeah, you feel this kind of heat inside of you that's always powered your fighting. It gets hotter and hotter, and you feel a momentum of energy kind of bounding inside of you, and you two begin dashing up the mountain with incredible speed, keeping pace with Amber and Julie. Wes, at the top of the mountain, he goes, "Remember in that memory, Wes, remember when I was hoping, wishing for something? It has always been my dream to save the world. It's my time." And actually, as he says that, you see Jack. He's there at the top of the mountain. And you never saw him appear, you never saw a rift, you just see him there. And you see tears in his eyes. And he is looking directly across from Michael. And he sees something. And he's wiping at the tears in his eyes, and he doesn't say anything. He just gives a slight nod. And he gives a slight nod to Michael. And Michael turns to the earth and says, "All right, Wes, I'm going to need you to use your abilities. Tell us a story about how you're about to save the world."
Wes shakes his head. No.
Wes, please.
No.
Wes,
No.
if you don't do this, I'm not sure it'll work. And Ethan goes, we don't have time. Once upon a time, there was a brave soul that sacrificed his life to save the world. It was a brave and valiant effort, and as he says this, you see energy kind of flowing out from the conjuration chair, and he says, I will this to be true. You hear a thunderous crack of energy, and you see Michael's form just get more powerful. Julie and Cash, you two are screaming up the mountain at this point. Cash and Kumi running with incredibly superhuman speed, and Julie, you are flying through the air in Amber's arms, and she's warm. And it's almost comforting, in a way, Julie. She has you embraced in her arms, tears of flame coming off of her face. She goes, we can't stop them.
You haven't tried.
If you knew Michael as well as I did, you know there would be no stopping him.
So we're just gonna let Wes die?
Even with Michael's last breath, I don't think Michael would let that happen. Gotta have a little bit of faith, Julie. Remember, a society can't function without trust. You two begin to speed up the mountain. It's not nearly as hard for you as it was the first time. You guys make it to the top of the mountain in almost no time. And you see Wes, and you see the Chair of Conjuration, and you see Michael. You also see Jack, and he's on his knees now, wiping at tears in his eyes, staring across. And Cash, you notice a dark figure with a gray billowing cloak. You can't make out what's underneath the cloak, but they have a large scythe and are standing vigil over this act.
I move around basically the main scene and go stand by the cloaked figure.
Okay. And actually, as you do, it turns to you and gives you a slight nod and looks back upon the scene.
If he goes, can you give him just a few more minutes?
He doesn't say anything. I think he just kind of turns to you and acknowledges your request and turns back to the scene.
Just so we can say goodbye.
Wes looks up and says, "There was a man I knew. The only person left in the world who cared about me. And now he's gone."
And with those simple words, you see more power rush into Michael. And it's more power than you ever thought you had before. And Michael goes, "Thank you, Wes. Once, there was a foolish boy that thought he knew best. His arrogance defined him for years, but he had good intentions. He was known as Michael Barrett. And this is his story. This is how we saved not one, but 2 worlds." And suddenly you feel Michael. You look around and all of you do. You feel his pain, his love, his life. It encompasses you, soothes you like a warm home during a winter storm. You feel his pain as he and his younger sister fought for their lives through orphanage after orphanage. You feel his pride as he soared above the ranks of SWAT, becoming a chair on the council. You feel his love for his younger sister as he tells him she's having a son. You feel his fear as he knows what the world will have for him. You feel his pain as he had to destroy everything he loved and cherished so dearly. And you feel his love for his adopted son Jordan and his fears for him as well. You feel anguish, anxiety, love, and adoration. You feel more deeply than you have ever felt in your life. And when it's all done, you feel calm. And when you look around, you're on Gaia. You're in Chicago. And you see Michael on the ground, and he looks at peace. And Wes, you feel something around you. That soothing peace gets a little bit tighter. And Cash, you just barely see Michael's form holding Wes in a loving embrace before it finally drifts off.
Thank you.
And the cloaked figure gives you a nod and disappears. And those who aren't looking down at Michael or are just kind of surrounding you, you see the entire army, battalion, everyone that was there at that battle is filling the streets of Chicago right now. And you hear gasps and sighs, and it's in commotion, and you see where they're looking. They're looking up. And you look up as well, and you see it. 2 suns. And Julie, you catch something in the corner of your eye. Or rather, Gwen's eyes. You see the shape of a familiar woman, although she is much, much, much older than you last saw her. Or, I guess since Clarissa last saw her. You see Gaia. Just for a moment. She gives you a smile and a slight nod. And then she's gone. Hello, this is your DM here. DM obviously stands for denouement, which is what this is because this is the last episode of season 1 of SWAT. Yes, there will be a second season. Yes, we're recording it right now. Don't you worry, your little tiny baby boys. Howdy. Anyway, thank you so much for listening to this episode. If you like what we do, you can follow us on Instagram and Twitter at YMBW Podcast. We're trying to get those follower counts up. We're trying to engage with you guys more. So why don't you guys go toss us a follow and everything will be fine. And also, you can tweet about the show using the hashtag YMBW. That's the hashtag symbol YMBW. Share with your friends, share with your loved ones, share with your neighbors. And I'll be pulling names for characters in the show, as I always do. Yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Just wanted to let you guys get back into the episode. It is a doozy. The second half of this, well, just get into it.
Monsters are real. Or at least that's what we're finding out today as thousands of otherworldly beings flood the streets of Chicago.
Prime Minister and leader of the Conservative Party, Jarvis Benson, has declared a state of emergency tonight, as creatures seemingly out of fairy tales have appeared in the streets of London overnight.
Amazonian CEO and billionaire Jeffrey Bezos has died, apparently in relation to the sudden merging of our worlds.
I don't know if them's aliens or demons or what, but they ain't belong in this country and they ain't belong in this world.
Now today we have a very special guest, ladies and gentlemen. A real-life pixie. Pip, come on out here.
Tonight at 8, the UN Secretary General briefs us on the secret society pulling the strings behind the scenes as we uncover more about the world of magic and fantasy that's been right under our noses.
It is clear that the Society of the Weird and Terrifying has failed as an organization. I make a motion to disband this organization at once.
I second.
It's 2 weeks later. Your lives have finally started to calm down, although calm is not necessarily a word you would use for this new predicament you find yourselves in. After countless UN meetings and meetings in front of other councils, kings, prime ministers, presidents, and other leaders, the world has decided the society failed. Which, some would say, it did. And now with millions of Phaetonians added back to our world, things were going to get complicated. But the powers that be that decided that this action would be appropriate decided they would take care of it on their own. And finally, after weeks of hearings and trials and testimonies, you are back home in Chicago. You are back at SWAT, and this will probably be your last time here. You're packing up your desks and your items and your any faculties that you had of you. And what are you doing?
Wait, have we been fired or is SWAT disbanded?
SWAT is being disbanded.
Oh my god.
Okay.
And
finally, God.
I guess I'm just putting my stuff like into a cardboard box.
Do you have any of you have anything you want to do while you're in this? Otherwise, I'll just kind of get to the end scenes.
I am gonna go after I like pack up my apartment, because I have to find somewhere new to live now. Mm-hmm. I'm effectively homeless. Me and my sister are effectively homeless.
I have a house you can stay at, Cash, actually.
Oh, yeah, I'd super appreciate it. Just so we find a place to rent for a little bit. Yeah, I'd really appreciate that. I'm going to go see Llama.
Okay.
Oh, shit, I was also going to go see Llama.
Let's go see Llama.
Have a llama party.
Okay. Are you... I'll let you guys decide. Do you want it to be a serendipity moment, or do you guys want to come one after the other?
I don't mind if Cash is there. It's Cash's decision. Yeah.
No, it's fine. I'm not... It's not anything...
We can do... let's say, just for the purpose of this, we do individual. Wes, okay. You can go first. You are going to Llama.
Where do I find Llama?
He is in the spirit realm chamber. You see him struggling with a few hands helping him, but his leg is in a boot, and he has scars and stitches kind of adorning his face and arms. As do you. You're not in a boot, but you have bandages and stitches and scars as well from this battle. And Llama, as you kind of walk in, Llama takes his one crutch that he's using to kind of amble around and goes, Wesley, how are you holding up in these trying times?
Oh, more or less good, more or less all right, I guess, considering the circumstances. So this is a kind of a weird question, I guess, but I don't know. I'm not really sure why I came here, but you seem to know things. Sorry about locking you in our office, by the way. It seemed like the safest course of action at the time.
I was thoroughly concussed, and I'm glad I was able to come to your aid at least a little.
Yeah. Llama, have you heard the story about the blind men and the elephants?
I have heard variations on it. Maybe not the exact one you have heard, but what are you getting at?
Well, I guess the gist of it is 3 blind men are asked to tell whatever an elephant is. One man touches his ears and he says it's a big bird, and one touches its leg and he says it's a wall. One touches its trunk and says it's a big snake. And they're all right, they're all right in their own way.
Yes.
I'm sick of being blind, and I want to see the whole picture, and you seem like the person I should go to right now.
There is some truth to that. They are all correct, as you say. But they are also in circumstances which they cannot control. They are blind, but not by choice. They were thrust into this world unknowing, and they had no choice. However, you are right that ignorance is not the way we should live our lives. But, on the other hand, we cannot know everything. I am reaching past my 850th year on this existence, and I still know so little. But if more is what you would like to understand, perhaps we can meet sometime during these perilous years to talk, figure out what your story will be.
That sounds good. I think we should do that.
He kind of gives you a nod and says, and if you'd like, I have plenty of books that you will be able to browse.
Thank you.
He gives you a nod.
All right, I gotta go pack up my stuff, but I'll be in touch. All right.
Yeah, of course. And he gives you a nod and a slight bow, and you leave. And actually, as you're leaving, Cash is kind of walking into the same area.
Hey.
Oh, hey, Cash. Sorry. It's just kind of in my own head.
Yeah, it's alright. Let me know if you want to go get a drink after this.
Yeah, there's a place around the corner from my apartment. We can, let's do that.
Okay. And, he's gonna go see Llama.
You see a similar scene, Llama in a boot with a crutch, kind of dictating for people to move certain things other places. And as you walk in, he says, "Oh, Cash, how are you doing in these trying times?"
I'm doing okay. How about you?
He motions towards the boot. "Could be better, but I cannot complain."
Do you want me to see if I can do anything about that?
No, I prefer if my wounds heal on the more natural side. I was offered to get a special heal from Scarlet, but it is only a slight bother.
Okay. This is one hell of a situation, huh?
He kind of gives you a slight nod and says, "Some would say that."
How long have you worked for the Society, Llama?
He kind of thinks back and goes, about 2 centuries or so, mostly temp work. Up until recently.
And in all that time, has anything ever come close to this?
Not even the slightest. There was one incident, probably before I even started working at the Society, but I was involved in it, and actually what got me started. There was an outlandish incursion that threatened Phaeton. That was on a similar, but not nearly as catastrophic scale.
So, I mean, in all the times that I've traveled into the spirit realm, or anytime any of my team members traveled there, from what I've heard, they saw the divergence.
That sounds... Yes, that sounds like it would be correct. They were part of the original council that oversaw the divergence.
So, there's still council members, well, the original council members who are still, I don't want to say out there, but they're still around, right? I mean, like, Garnog was in suspended animation. Did she ever... I mean, I'm here, so she has to...
Her life force was somehow removed from her suspended animated body. Although there are some theories and stories of perhaps still being connected. But her body is still somewhere out there, I assume.
Well, now that Gaia and Phaeton are once again combined, do you think she's somewhere here?
It is a possibility. He goes, something that has been a subject of interest to me, Cash, is your connection to the spirit realm.
Yeah.
Your
Yeah.
astral self is much more powerful than most.
Yeah. I'm not quite sure why that is.
Perhaps something to reflect on?
Definitely. Do you need any help moving stuff around?
No, my assistant's here, and you see an orc man just kind of picking up crates and just chucking them onto this kind of convoy-esque looking thing. He says, "No, I think my assistants will be able to assist. Do you need any assistance packing up the rest of your belongings?"
No, I'm not planning on channeling anything. Do you mind if I just take a float?
Unfortunately, my systems have been disconnected as part of the Accords of the United Nations. He kind of looks almost... He almost glowers at that thought.
Ugh.
Unfortunately, there will not be any trips to the spirit realm in the traditional manner for quite a while.
Are you sure there's nothing else I can help you with?
Just come by and visit sometimes. I will send you a missive of where I will be. Come hang out, as they say. We old folks love company.
I'll be sure to do that. Thanks, Llama.
He gives you a slight nod and a bow. And you walk out.
And I'm heading back to the dorms.
Yep.
I got a few things, O'Neill. Question number 1. What happened to the prisoners?
That is something that actually, that happened. Hundreds of prisoners escaped. Some were captured. A good chunk weren't. And they are still being hunted down by paramilitary forces and other things that have been giving briefings on their characters.
Question number 2. I assume someone told Julie that she was framed for the murder of a king.
Yeah, that probably slipped, but is almost trivial compared to the entirety of two worlds colliding.
Got it. Question number 3. Is Lacuna one that escaped?
You inquire, and yes, she is.
Got it. I assume the Reaper has not been apprehended?
Not from your knowledge.
Okay. Has Nelson woken up?
Nelson has not. He seems to be maybe in some sort of coma. They really can't tell.
His dad
coma
is
or not. He's not breathing, but he still has a life force kind of around him.
Is his dad gone? Like
his dad is wanted for treason.
Got it. Okay. Let's go to Amber's office then. One last time.
Okay. You walk up to Amber's office, and Jose is there. He's packing up his desk, and he says, hey, Julie. She's back there. How are you holding up?
Don't ask.
He gives you a slight huff of breath and a nod, and he kind of flicks a thumb back towards Amber's office.
Okay, is the door open?
Yes.
Okay, I knock on the door frame then. I do one of those cool knock on the door frame.
You knock, and Amber, who is bent over, kind of shuffling through some items in a box on the ground, goes, "Oh, Julie, hey."
I believe there was a conversation we postponed.
Can you just remind me, because I have so much going on? What was the conversation?
It was after we left the spirit realm.
Oh, yes. She goes, it would seem as though, Julie, this is so awkward.
Yes.
You kind of have a smirky face on. Julie,
see, there's a bunch of killer dinosaurs out there. I feel like you've forgotten about that.
Yeah, that's kind of secondary to the whole world kind of ending and then restarting in some way.
Yeah, but now they're in this world.
Well,
and they're angry.
We haven't picked up any dinosaurs yet, at least from our limited scopes. Julie, I heard about your mom.
How?
And it kind of got a little bit around when you had to take breaks away from the hearings at the United Nations. I'm not completely alone. I have cousins and brothers and sisters who I haven't spoken to in years, but I feel really alone. And
O'Neill, is Gwen still in my head?
Yes.
Okay. Keep going.
And I don't want to be alone.
Well, you just said you have family. I'm not alone. I still have your cousin in my head.
She kind of laughs. She says, "Yeah, you're going to have to explain that to me later." She kind of stops fiddling with the stuff she has in the box, and she kind of walks up to you and gingerly reaches out her hands.
Nope. Step back.
She sighs and goes, "Right. Perhaps then maybe just another dinner?"
Do you have like true sight or anything?
I could study and probably figure it out. Although resources around here are going to be pretty slim.
I'm going to ask Gwen. Can you show yourself to her?
I'm not quite sure, actually. You feel that kind of flicker of force inside your brain, and she kind of apparates in front of you. You can see her.
Mm-hmm.
Amber goes, "What? What's going on?"
Gwen, go pick something up.
Gwen does, and Amber kind of looks at you kind of strangely and goes, "Is that her, or did you get magic somehow?"
No, that's her.
Oh, okay. She kind of gives a nod and a kind of a curtsy and goes, "Hello, I guess I'm your cousin." And you see Gwen just kind of stare off at Amber and says, "She can't hear me."
So then tell me, I'll translate.
Oh. Hey, cuzzo.
No, dude, be normal.
She goes, I don't know. This is weird. You're really the only person
I don't know, just pick up like a pencil and wave it back and forth. Like a wave.
Okay, what does that get me?
Or just write on a piece of paper.
Oh, okay, sure. She begins scribbling down a note on a piece of paper, and by the end of this, the kind of minute that she can stay outside of your head is up.
Yeah.
And the pencil drops, the paper drops in. Amber kind of picks up the piece of paper and goes, huh. This is interesting.
Yeah, she was the one who texted you when all that was going on.
Oh, she reaches into her pocket and actually she reaches into that box and you see that she has a cell phone. It's just completely destroyed. She says, wasn't able to get any messages.
Well, that's a shame.
She goes,
I pull out my phone. I've got a photo of unidirectional on here.
She kind of chuckles at that. She says, Julie, you are probably the strangest thing in this society.
Yeah, I take pride in that, actually.
She kind of steps up to you, not making any motions to try to grab you, and goes, She kind of hesitates for a moment, kind of gives a couple of awkward looks around. She shuts the door actually behind you, and Jose kind of, you just barely see Jose give her a wink. And she says, Julie, I like you.
Ooh. Wow. That's improved from the first impression.
Yeah.
You used to hate me.
And don't get me wrong, you are the most stubborn, hard-headed,
thank you,
rough person to communicate with, but
you're not easy to communicate with either, you know.
That's fair. That's fair. I'm a bit of a hothead myself.
Literally.
She kind of laughs and gives you a small punch to the shoulder. She says, I was wondering if maybe we could spend some more time together?
You're gonna stay in this area?
I have nowhere else to go, really.
Sure, as long as I'm here, I guess. I might see if the army's willing to take me back, but...
Yeah, that's a good call. Anyway, you want to help me with some of these boxes?
Yeah, sure.
All right, you begin helping her with her boxes. Wes.
Yee.
It's about that time. It's been put off because of all the hearings, and the arbiter has also been pretty busy, but it's time to go to the reading of Michael's will.
Okay.
You walk down the hall to Michael's office where you see the man, short guy, big bulging glasses, kind of older. He has this piece of paper in his hand, and as you guys walk in, he goes, hello. And you actually see Jordan is there too. His arm in a cast. He's kind of wearing a button-up shirt and a tie. His hair's kind of slicked back. He kind of got dressed up for this. But you see the arbiter go, okay. I've gone over all the paperwork and everything seems pretty secured, so I just got to, here you go. And he lays down this piece of paper, and it begins to speak. And he goes, My dearest Wes and Jordan, I am so proud of you two. As a father, an uncle, and as a teacher, you two could not have made me any prouder. I am sorry your lives have had to be so hard, but I pray these challenges will strengthen and guide you in a way I simply could not. Your stories are bound to be better than mine, if only because you deserve it. The majority of my estate is being left to the school and the orphanage. However, there will be enough funds left over for you two to live comfortably. I also leave Wes the sole caretaker of Jordan's funds until he reaches the age of 21. Sorry, Jordan. I also leave my two most prized possessions, my staff and my cloak. Wes, may my cloak bring you protection as you dive deeper into the darkness that you will someday destroy. Jordan, May my staff protect you against the darkness that presides in yourself, and show you that you are powerful enough. Now, with all that hubbub out of the way, let me say this. You two were and are the light of my world, the pen to my story and my legacy. And while I'm sure you all will amaze me, know this. You all have suffered. But that is not the end of your story. Nor does it have to be the beginning. And that is because it is your story. Rewrite your story. Rewrite our story. Make a better tomorrow for all of us. I love you both very much. And I am so proud. So, I, 13th Chair of Abjuration, Protector of Human and Phaetonians alike, being of sound mind and body, hereby declare this to be my last will and testament. Signed, Michael Wesley Barrett. And the paper floats down to the ground. And there are tears in Jordan's eyes as he clenches the tissues he has in his fist. And he wipes at them, but he actually sees you kind of looking at them and tries to wipe at them more furiously. And after a while, he just bolts down the hall.
I get up and follow him.
You get up to follow me. He says, hold on, at least take these. And you see that man give you the cloak and the staff.
All right. I hold the staff and I just toss the cloak over my shoulder. I don't put it on.
Okay.
And I follow Jordan down the hall.
You begin tracing behind Jordan, and you see him dash over to the dormitories and slam the door into one of the dorms and slam the door behind him. You trailing right behind him.
I go up and I knock on the door with the staff. Got something for you.
Make a perception check.
3.
3? There is no response.
I knock again. Come on, man. Can we not do this right now? Look, I'm going to go get a drink with Cash after this if you want to come along. I know the guy at the bar. You don't have to worry about, you know. If you want to come along.
There's no response, but go ahead and make another perception check. In that silence.
17.
17. You hear whispers.
Like, what kind of whispers?
Creepy whispers.
Jordan? I've used the staff to bust the door down.
Yeah, easy enough. You slam the door, and you see Jordan, this kind of dark shadow kind of surrounding him. And you see Jordan's eyes staring up at this creature that's surrounding him. And Jordan kind of whispers out, You can bring him back?
Jordan, stop what you're saying right now.
And the staff in your hand begins to glow. And it grows brighter and brighter, and this creature, whatever it is, screams out. And you see Jordan recoil and fall down to the ground on his hands and knees. And tears are flowing freely now.
I take the cloak. Is the creature still there?
The creature is gone. Whatever the staff did, warded it off.
All right. If he's on the ground, then I walk over and I crouch down on the balls of my feet. And I hold this staff out to him and I say, look, I'm not going to ask about that because I've definitely been there before, but you might want this next time you try and do something fucking stupid.
He doesn't necessarily take the staff, but he kind of recoils at your harsh words. And he goes, This isn't fair.
Yeah, well, tough shit. Are you coming to get a drink or not?
Cash, you are packing up your dormitory, and you hear a knock at the door.
It's open.
The door opens, and Kumi comes in and sits with you.
Hey.
Hey. Almost done here?
Yeah, I just have that box that I'm going to take out to the truck, and then I just have to throw my clothes in a garbage bag.
Cool. I'm going to go get Suwon and the rest of his stuff. I just let him out to go pee, but I just wanted to check in, make sure you're ready to go. Dar and Will are also pretty much finished up, so I figured we all just toss everything in the U-Haul and get moving.
Yeah. I feel bad, Julie. Like, offered us a place to stay. It's like she's moving an entire family into her place, so, I mean...
Kumi kind of looks at you and goes, "Oh, that is extremely generous for Julie. I mean, it's either that or live with, your sister and her family.
I assumed I was
I'm not
giving
opposed
the
to
sister's
it, but
family the house too. Yeah, Julie has an apartment in Chicago, and she is offering you the use of her childhood
her
home.
mom's house in the suburbs.
I love that Olivia and our first thought was,
I know.
Julie must be out there banging.
She's not going to be sleeping at her house, Will. Okay, I think we should probably, either
way, we don't have to think about it right now.
No, I was just thinking, like, I want to go apartment hunting. I mean, Darla and Will and Lil Will, but I don't want to, listen, I live with my sister for way too freaking long.
Yeah.
I was thinking, this might be fast. Do you want to move in together?
I kind of just assumed so. That's a little bit on me.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Yeah. Just because that's what I was thinking. I mean, it makes sense since.
For sure.
Yeah. Do you have any I don't know.
No, not really. We can talk about it once we get the place ourselves.
Okay.
If we're living with Julie's place, then it'll help. We can figure it out. We can figure it out.
Some space.
We'll have some time to plan.
Can you cook? Do you know how to cook?
I am actually a very okay cook. I'm just okay.
Hell yes. Okay. That's good. I make killer kimchi. So just like
sick. Don't think you've given me that yet. But
first night in the new house, baby.
All right.
I'm gonna go
grab the dog. I'll be back.
Okay. I'll see you later.
All right. You keep on kind of packing up your room, kind of just leaving you. She just kind of leaves you alone with your own thoughts for a little while. And as you're kind of packing up your room, you feel a cold sensation behind you.
I turn around.
Standing behind you is a Josing Saija. And their eyes are intent on you. And then you feel another cold sensation. And there's another one. And another one. And another one. And they begin slowly stalking towards you, their long fingered claws kind of reaching out.
So is this all the time I get?
They don't say anything. You just hear a slight hiss come from them.
He doesn't move.
They suddenly lunge at you, their cold claws tearing into your very soul. What do you do?
I close my eyes and I try to find stillness in the back of my mind.
Okay, make a wisdom check.
19.
Yeah. You kind of calmly, they are raking at you, and it is cold and it is terrifying, but you are able to find a tranquility. And there's like a feeling of when water's clear and suddenly there's a burst of energy coming from you, radiant heat searing these Josing Saija, and they all hiss out at you and suddenly hear barks coming from down the hall, and Suwon bounds into the thing and lets out 2 loud barks, and they all flee. And he runs up to you.
That's my good boy.
He runs up to you and begins licking you and leaning on your side, growling. And Kumi kind of bounds in and goes, Cash? What was that?
Oh, I think the tax man just tried to collect, and, yeah, well, that might be a problem. I think I'm on borrowed time.
Those were Josing Saija?
Yeah.
Shit.
Well, I don't know if we're gonna have enough room for all those guys.
I know a couple of tricks. We can. I know some things.
We need to pour salt around the doorways, that kind of stuff, huh?
Yeah. Whatever. She kind of gives you a soft punch in the shoulder.
Yeah. Oh, who's a good boy? Who's the best boy?
He kind of gives you a couple of
nobody
licks.
else's dog.
Julie, you finish up helping Amber, and you go to your office to finish packing up your last few things, and you hear a knock on your door.
Okay, go and answer it.
As you open the door, you see another beak, and at first you think it is one of the terrors. Yes.
Oh,
like the
okay,
plague
I
doctors.
recoil.
Yeah. You recoil, but then you take a moment and you see that it is a real beak. And this humanoid bird person is standing at your door.
Can I help you?
The bird goes, Are you Julie Davenport?
Who's asking?
This Kenku woman pulls her hood back and goes, I have a message for you.
Okay.
I have no idea why Jack sent me on that mission, especially in a time of craziness like this. But she goes, he wouldn't tell me his name, but here it goes. And she opens her mouth. And the first 2 words instantly put you to tears. Hey, Ladybug. I've got her. And when the time is right, come find us.